Okay, so this is the aim training software that I use. Been using it for a little while now. It's called Aimtastic. You can find it on Steam. I think last I checked it was free. It's really good though. It's got a fair few kind of call them games if you like to help train your aim. I typically use the bigger than smaller one first to kind of warm up with. I'll do 4 or 5 or 6 rounds of that. The object being to click on each target as it appears, and they get steadily faster. Then you've got the next one I use, which is the pop-up target flicks one. That one, the target appears instantaneously as soon as you click the previous target. So as you can see, it's quite rapid. I'm not quite as good at that, but I'm getting steadily better. Then you've got the simple circle one, which is quite a good one, I think. You always start off with the middle circle being the one you click on. Then it goes to an outside one. Then it always goes back to the middle. So you have to be able to return to that middle circle quite rapidly. The reflex one here, I am terrible at, if I'm perfectly honest. I've gotten better than I was, but it's still very, very hard, I find that. And the speed of it is very, very fast. The targets disappear if you don't click on them fast enough. So, yeah, it's quite difficult. The left to right flicks one is even harder again. The moves are a lot more rapid and sometimes quite far. So, yeah, it's a difficult one. But I've finally got a grade on it. So, the sphere targets one I find interesting. It's one of the ones I'm quite good at, if I'm honest. Then there's a couple of other ones down here. I don't do these quite so much, but they can be interesting. So Aimtastic gives you a score for each one. So for example, this one, bigger than smaller, I'm rated a B. A B here, C on reflex, which is slightly worse, and then E is one of the lower grades. A is one of the higher grades. It goes all the way up to S, as you've got here. So apparently my reaction time is pretty good. Yeah, it's good. It gives you a grade, and you can slowly see progression the more you work on it. So if I go into bigger than smaller, you've got your grade scores here. I started off at E, being utterly useless, and I've gradually worked my way up to B. I'm hoping to hit A soon. You can see your score over here on the right hand side, comparative to the rest of kind of the rankings and of people who use Aimtastic. Obviously I'm a little way off the number 1 rank at the moment. You've got the option to change your settings. I play on standard for most of these, just so I've got a good baseline. You want to set up your controls. Well, I say controls, I mean sensitivity mainly for your mouse in the options here. You've got a couple of different multipliers. They're all fairly straightforward, but you can set it to the same as certain other games. I typically use the way of setting up your mouse using a mouse mat. I put it on one side of my mouse mat, track it all the way to the other side, making sure I do a perfect 360, which is quite a slow sensitivity, but it works for me. And I then just copy that across to other games, making sure that it's always a perfect 360 or as close as I can possibly get it. And that means that when I'm training in Aimtastic, it's always the same sensitivity as it is in other games. So if you're looking for an aim training tool, I highly recommend checking out Aimtastic. Like I said, it's free on Steam, last I checked. It's helped me improve my aim, and I've only been using it a short while. I intend to keep using it for quite a long time, to be fair. So yeah, I'm not affiliated with Aimtastic. I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. I just quite enjoy using the software. It's worked well for me. So check it out, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.